is Mallory, aka Miss Malaprop, and I've got a question from one of my email newsletter subscribers. So Matt just signed up to my Badass Creatives weekly newsletter, and he had a question. He's a graphic designer by day, but he also really enjoys doing comic book art. He's reached out to a few major comic labels without really any response, and he wants to figure out how can he make money from his art. So I have 5 kind of major big ideas that I would like to share as a response to that, and for any of you that this might be applicable to. So first off, you got to think about who you want to create stuff for, right? So if it's comic book art, superheroes, all that stuff, you go to Comic Cons, those kind of people, get really clear about who those people are that would be interested in what it is you want to create and what that style is, right? So that's the first step. Second step, create characters and designs that would look really great on products, right? If you can create your own original design, like you can't use Batman because Batman's copyrighted. That's a whole thing. Unless you get hired by the people who make Batman, you can't use that. But you can create your own character. Think about what you would want those characters to embody, who they want to speak to, what kind of voice they want to have outside of just the visual elements. What kind of words and messages could go along with those characters if they're on products, like a t-shirt or a hat or a cell phone case or stickers or all sorts of things that you might buy with like cute little characters or awesome characters or like pinup girls or whatever it is that your art is. Think about sellable products that you would buy and that other people would buy. Okay. Third step, now you got to find the people who want to buy that stuff, right? And this is the part that is a marathon, not a sprint. You got to think about it for the long haul, but you got to start finding those people and building that audience. And depending on your specific product and your audience, where you go to do that is going to be a little different. Since you're doing something that's visual, I know Matt, you're already on Instagram and I checked it out and your Instagram is awesome. It's Matt, MATVONE. So if you're watching this, you should totally go check out his Instagram because he's got really great art if you're into comic book kind of cool stuff. So figure out the perfect medium for that. Instagram's really great if you do visuals. Facebook is a thing where everybody's on it, right? There's lots of places to start spreading that message and start having people see what you do and become a fan of it. Also, as soon as you can start building an email list and capturing their emails, just so that you have a way to reach them more directly, because you never want to build your platform entirely on somebody else's land, right? Because anything can change at any moment. Facebook could suddenly make everybody stop seeing what you're posting, like they did many years ago when fan pages first came out. It was really easy to get people to see your stuff there, and then they needed to make money. So they need you to pay for advertising if you want a lot of people to see all of your stuff. And that's fine. Facebook, Instagram, they all change like that, but that's why you want to start getting people over to your own website, to your own email list. Number 4. So since we have products that we want to sell with your awesome characters on them, how are you going to get them on those products, right? You have the idea of like, I want to put it on a t-shirt or I want to put it on like a cell phone case. So there's a ton of websites that make this really easy now. It's way easier today than it was ever before. And there's probably a lot of sites that I don't even know about yet. So if you know of other sites, please leave them in the comments. Let us know. A few that I know of offhand. So there's one called RedBubble, like the color and like a little bubble of air. Zazzle, Zazzle. So that's another one. There's CafePress, which is similar to Zazzle. You might know about both of those. Society 6 is one. Society, and then the number 6. There's also a company called the Printful, which is what I've been using recently for my t-shirts and tote bags that I've been using in the Badass Creative shop. So what that is you set up your own e-commerce platform on a site like Store Envy or Shopify, or you can use WordPress and WooCommerce. You can use all different types of e-commerce platforms. But what the Printful and other similar companies do is they will create the products on demand. So if you have somebody order that t-shirt with your design that you've mocked up and put on your website, somebody orders it, the order goes through to the Printful, which is based in Southern California. And then they print the t-shirt and they ship it directly to that customer. And they're basically acting as a drop shipper. So they create it, they drop that into the mail and send it off to your customer. It's white labeled, so it looks as if it came from you. They can put your sticker, your brand messaging, and all that good stuff on the package. But that just makes it a much lower cost option when you're just getting started, instead of spending a whole lot of money to get a ton of t-shirts printed and you don't know if you're going to be able to sell all of those things yet, right? It's a much easier, lower barrier entry sort of platform. And then 5, once you kind of have started testing these things out, maybe you want to actually invest in getting a run of t-shirts made or a bunch of stickers printed, or you want to create the original artwork. Maybe you want to do it in a canvas, or you want to do prints of your art, right? At that point, I would really suggest trying to check out craft shows, local comic conventions. Start local or where it's cheapest, or if you're already going to a comic convention, for instance, since Matt, you do comics, go where it's really easiest and cheapest. I've got more information about how to really succeed at events like this. That's my book, How to Make Money at Craft Shows, because I did a lot of these events for a really long time. But those local events can be a really great way to find your people. Just again, think about where those people are that you want to reach, because not every event is going to have the right audience for you. And I learned that the hard way. Like church craft fairs is not where I'm finding my people, but comic conventions might be where I'm finding my people. So those can be good avenues to really keep building that audience, have people see you in person. People love to meet the artist, so that's also why those are great. So those are my 5 initial steps for you. Follow up. Let me know if that was helpful. I hope that it was. So that's it for now. I hope that you're already on my email list, Matt, but I hope if anybody else is watching that you'll join my Badass Creatives weekly newsletter. And I've got that Facebook group for my Badass Creatives, and use the hashtag Badass Creatives and share your stuff with me. And I want to see it and tag it. And then I will perhaps share it again myself and repost it. Signing off.